The other day, Game Grumps played Anime Pictionary, and I got every single one right. What does that say about me?
It was a sunny day anyway, so why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway, so why should
Welcome to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast.
Wow. You did the Nixon intentionally and also knocked over your water bottle in the process.
Yeah, but I had a cap on. This has been a public service announcement. Always keep the cap on your liquids if given the option.
I don't even know which podcast we're doing. He didn't even tell me. He just started the recording.
Did you not hear? I literally just said.
No, I was watching your water bottle get knocked over. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Chris,
Yeah?
this is directed directly at you now. Welcome to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast.
Okay.
I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
How are you, Chris?
I'm doing okay. Me and Monsoon just had a weekend getaway up New Hampshire. And
And you might have a little
yeah.
video, right?
Yeah, we might have a little video about that.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Sorry the schedule's been so weird
Yeah.
and there was no Sunday video. It'll go back to normal soon.
Yeah.
Like now. It should be back to normal by the time you're listening to this.
Yes. I concur. But no, my week was okay. I feel like I just bought a camera
Yeah.
that'll probably be used for this channel. It's like
Probably.
most of the reason I bought it. Besides that, everything's been going good. If you enjoyed last week's episode of Kingdom Hearts, it was edited by me. That was my first official edited video on the channel.
Yeah.
And that was exciting.
Yeah. Because you got a computer for Christmas,
Yeah.
which means you can do that now.
Yeah. You want to talk about your week? Do you want to not talk about your week?
You know, it wasn't great, so maybe not.
That's fair.
Just to, just not to bring the room.
No,
down.
that's fair. That's okay because we have more important stuff to talk about,
Yeah.
like vagina smelling candles and whatnot.
You can't just say that. You gotta say goop. You gotta say goop so people know who we're ragging on.
Yeah. Well, now that it's been mentioned, do you want to get into it?
I'm sure everyone knows what goop is by now. I've talked about it a bunch, but
Oh,
just
yeah.
in case, Gwyneth Paltrow of Iron Man and Shallow Hal fame has a snake oil racket that she's sweeping every nation she can with, and it sucks, and she sucks, and it's just a bunch of self-care products that, quote, have no bearing in actual science. So she gets a lot of flack about how it's just a big fucking pyramid scheme, and she's scamming all these women, because as far as I could tell, goop is just a women's thing.
I think there might be some men products, but it's one of those things where it's like it's geared towards women.
we have men products just because.
Yeah,
stuff
because we
like
had
that.
to.
No, but it's heralded by Gwyneth Paltrow.
And I can't
so
tell if
weird.
she believes the bullshit that comes out of her mouth or if it's one of those things where she's just she's like, I want to make money, so I'm going to pretend like it's almost a cult.
Because when she introduced the first product, the weird therapeutic stick up your vulva rocks,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's weird, but maybe she's actually thinks she knows what she's doing. Now we're in that was 2008. Now we're in 2019, and you can fucking buy vampire repellent on her fucking website. And what Chris so delicately alluded to, candle that is scented like vagina. Not sure the audience.
Not sure if it's any specific vagina
Right,
or not,
yeah.
because the actual title is hold on. I'll get the actual title up in a second.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to talk about her new TV show, because she also has a Goop TV show called Goop Labs, which comes out January 24th. Fuck Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 3. Watch Goop Lab, I guess, a documentary-style series about Gwyneth Paltrow's snake oil racket. I'm getting word that Chris has the thing he Googled.
Smells like my vagina.
Okay, so
It
The
sounds
my-
like it
does
smells
the
like
my-
Gwyneth Paltrow's.
Does the my imply me, the customer, or does it imply Gwyneth Paltrow?
Right.
Because I feel like if it's we've captured the scent of Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina in a candle, that's going to be like a lot of money.
It's
probably.
$75.
That's
the
not
candle.
that much
No,
money.
I know. But she's crazy enough. Here's the thing. Here's my big thing, and I think I was talking to Pauline about this. Or maybe it might have been you, or both of you. It's a human body part. How much can hers distinctly smell different than somebody else's? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if this candle smells like flowers, BS. I don't believe you.
yeah.
It's a human body part. And Pauline brought up a good point too. If it was any human body part, that's weird.
Well, yeah.
Don't make candles smell like body parts.
Yeah. No, even specifically honing in on one body part
Yeah.
and selling anything scented like that.
Yeah. Also, and this was my point, if it is Gwyneth Paltrow's specifically, she didn't make this candle. She can't smell that. To who was the test? Is she married?
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know. I don't know whatever. I'm assuming she used whatever technology they have for Lay's chips, and I don't know what that is. I think you need a sample of the thing to crush into a fine paste. So I really don't know. I'm assuming there was some swabbing involved.
I looked up the ingredients. It's all natural. It's all seeds and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
But they've made. My guess is they've
okay. So
artificially made it smell like.
Got it. So you've got confirmation that this is an artificially smelling thing, but it's supposed to smell
Artificial, but it uses real stuff because it said natural
ingredients, but
Yeah.
artificial smell.
Yeah, I don't think they got a sample of the smell of Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
No,
we're,
I mean-
we're like, here it is.
No,
We've done it.
Natural ingredients, natural components, artificial smell makes the most sense to me.
But here's the
Um,
thing: there had to be a tester.
Yeah.
Someone
I
had
don't
to
know.
be like, "Yep, you got it, you nailed it."
Yeah, I don't know.
Either that or it's nonsense. And she's like, "Let's come out with the prettiest smelling candle we can, and let's call that one the one that smells like my vagina."
I mean, it's all nonsense. All of it. So I don't know why this would be any different.
No, well, right, exactly.
But, maybe she'll talk about it in her new documentary, Goop Labs, premiering January 24th on Netflix.
Here's the thing, too, with the whole deal. Like, every other product she makes, I really want to have Dr. Payne test. But they're so expensive.
Part of me, well, there's that, but also, part of me sort of just doesn't want her anywhere near our channel.
No, that's fair. But
but beyond us casually talking about it.
I never cared that much until this product. And my instant reaction, I read that and I was like, I want to get this. It's sold out, by the way. But
Well, yeah.
I was like, I want to get this. So, we can have Emery test it. And hold on 1 second. So I'm so sorry. It's one of those fake questions. It's like, Anthony, would you jump in a pool with sharks for $10 million for 10 seconds? It's like, I guess theoretically, but this isn't real. If somebody said, Chris, your budget for the Dr. Payne every month is $25. Here's a Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smelling candle, but it's $75. Would you buy this for Dr. Payne to test, but you won't be able to do 3 months of Dr. Payne? It's like one of those questions where it's like, well, that's not a real thing, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
But it is.
But it is a real
and
thing,
it could
yeah.
actually happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's upsetting, deeply and truly upsetting.
Oh man.
I don't know. I mean, I could go all day shitting on Gwyneth Paltrow. We just do it so often, I feel like, for
Yeah.
many different reasons.
Well, there's another aspect of it too, where she's ruining her own brand. She's ruining herself, even as an actress. She has other jobs she does. Goop ain't paying the bills. I'll tell you. Well, maybe because it's so expensive. But
Yeah. Maybe it is now.
every time I see her in a Marvel movie, I'm like, she has a stone up her vagina. Oh wait, what does that smell like? Let me just light my candle.
Right. Other than, you know,
Also,
you bring up
vampires will not get near her.
you bring up a good point, though. Gwyneth Paltrow, like the rest of them, signs a contract in 2008 to do however many Marvel movies, right?
Mm.
Maybe there's been 2 or 3 at this point, but, like, basically she's locked in as long as they want her.
Yeah.
Let's say she's done now. Let's say Endgame was, like, the last time we'll see Gwyneth Paltrow in a Marvel movie. Has she been in anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it comes.
I'm not a huge fan of hers, so I'm not like, what's
Right.
Gwyneth Paltrow up
Right.
to? But, like, I feel like since Iron Man 1, she's only been in playing Pepper Potts, and that's it.
and is kicked and screamed the whole way through.
Yeah.
Well, I know, you know, once you get that famous, and you can get easy access to, I want to be in a movie. Well, I'm gonna make at least $1 million for being in it.
Right.
It's easy to just say yes. There might be some people out there, and obviously she's not one just based off of the Goop product prices.
Yeah.
But there might be some people out there who are like, I earned enough money to keep me satisfied the rest of my life. Now I don't want to work anymore. And
Yeah.
she could, maybe her focus has changed too. Maybe she just wants to do Goop.
And that's fine.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It feels like she's all in on Goop, but she's like, I just gotta let this Marvel contract run out.
Right. But like, bad choice. You're an okay actress in a cult leader.
Yeah. I tried to look up how much money Gwyneth Paltrow made for her appearance in Spider-Man Homecoming, but that information is not readily available on the internet. So,
Oh.
sorry, I tried.
Isn't it supposed to be?
No, it doesn't matter.
Guess it doesn't have to be, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Also, elephant in the room. Why aren't you guys talking about the new Smash Brothers character? It's because we're recording this Wednesday afternoon, and the next Smash Brothers character gets announced tomorrow morning,
Whoops.
Thursday morning, and this is going up
Whoops.
Friday. So, can you believe that it wasn't Waluigi? That's a safe bet, right?
I mean, here's the deal. If it is him, I'm going to be...
Well,
I
it's
don't even
definitely-
care.
It's definitely not, because we're still in the realm of this is going to be a character from something that's not in Smash Brothers yet.
Right.
So at least for this one, this is the last one, quote unquote, before they have more.
Okay.
Then
Yes, then it was most definitely not him. Can you
believe it wasn't Waluigi?
Here's my thing with that situation. I'm never, even if he's in the game, I'm not going to play him. But I am just upset for the people who are upset. That's just wrong. Why?
Because
Yeah, exactly.
it's not. Shut up. Here's Incineroar. I don't know. Can you believe that they announced John McClane from Die Hard for Smash Brothers?
And they gave him a Waluigi costume.
I
as
know,
well.
right? How insulting.
Oh no.
I'll say I said it last time, but this time we definitely know it's coming tomorrow. I'll say it again, just to be on the record. We're recording this Wednesday the 15th, 3:36 p.m. It's gonna be Tracer from Overwatch. I will die on this hill. It's definitely gonna be Tracer from Overwatch, and everyone's gonna be like, "What? Anthony was right," and I'm gonna get like 1 million views or whatever. I want to talk. I haven't been playing video games.
I have.
End. Oh, then you talk about that first.
I still want to play it on the channel.
Uh-huh.
I've been playing Fallen Order.
Uh-huh.
There was a part that was just so tough. It was
Yeah.
so tough, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to look up a walkthrough. I just want strategies. I don't want to know how to beat it, but I want to know what I'm doing wrong because I'm doing something wrong. Single and double blade makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
I was fighting this thing double bladed. I switched to single blade, and it was just tearing away at it.
Oh, yeah, it's little things like that sometimes. One time I was fighting a boss in Dark Souls 3, one that I had fought before, and I was like, they're kicking my ass. What
Yeah.
am I doing wrong? And it's because I was rolling too heavy. If you have too much clothes on, you roll too heavy.
Oh, okay.
But there's like 3 levels of rolling. There's like they call it fat rolling when you like roll super slow,
Mm.
and then there's regular rolling, and then there's like super fast rolling. And it's all based on weight or whatever, how
Right,
much
right.
clothes you're wearing. I literally just took off all my armor,
Oh, wow.
and so I like out of frustration, I was like, fuck it, no armor, roll speed maximum 100,
Yeah.
and then I beat it. And it's like
Wow.
interesting how no armor was the way to go.
Right.
You'd think some armor, but nope, just undies on this one.
No, I ran into a similar problem in like the whole way I'm playing through this game. I'm like, all right, this is watchable. Like I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, this is my first run through. This has been watchable so far. If I was filming this right now,
Mm.
I got to that boss and I was like, this would be 3 episodes.
Oh well, see, with a Dark Souls game or a Dark Souls like, I feel like people, when Let's Players are stuck on a boss, I don't mind because that's
Okay.
the whole game.
Yeah.
Because like they're stuck on a boss, and you got to think like as a viewer, I would also be stuck on that boss probably.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out eventually. I feel like if you're watching a Dark Souls Let's Play and it comes to a grinding halt, quote unquote,
Mm.
in terms of like, well, he hasn't beaten this boss in like 10 episodes. I think people are still interested because it's like, when will he do it?
Yeah.
We're watching him figure it out.
Well, the other thing too is if I ran into an issue I just simply didn't remember from my first walkthrough through, I feel like I'd be more apt to ask you to find a strat for me before letting it go for way too long.
Yeah.
Or is that the opposite of what to do? Should I let it go on for too long? Let me figure it out.
You mean episode wise?
Yeah, do you think people would be more entertained by me trying to figure it out than us
It
looking
depends.
it
If
up?
you're on one boss fight for 3 to 5 episodes, I think that's fine. If you're on one boss fight for like 30 straight episodes, I think maybe like grinding for levels or off camera
Yeah.
or looking something up, because it's hard to look up stuff for Dark Souls games because at a certain point it'll just be like, did you not do it good enough? You
Yeah.
should just do it better. And like, I get it. That makes sense to me because there's not really like, because it's different from like a platformer where it's like, here's the answer.
Yeah.
A Dark Souls fight is really like almost like a dance that you have to just memorize all the moves to.
Right. Right.
So there, you could definitely find a list of like, here's this attack and how much damage it does, but sometimes that doesn't even help. But no, if you're like, oh, I got to a boss and I struggled with it for an hour, no Let's Play. People would watch that
Okay.
and stay interested in stuff.
Well, everybody get ready. 'Cause that's coming out tomorrow night. No, I'm just kidding. After Kingdom Hearts.
Probably,
Probably.
assuming Chris doesn't change his mind again.
Well, it's either that or all the putt-putts consecutively.
That's not how it goes. I want to talk about John Mulaney and the Sack Lunch Bunch.
Sure.
Have you seen it, or do you know what it is?
I know. I have a basic understanding of what it is. I haven't seen it.
John Mulaney made a children's TV special. It was an hour and a half long. There was a lot of singing. There was special guests and stuff. And it was really good. I watched it twice. It was like for adults, but like kids could watch it too.
That's cool.
And basically just like an old children's program. There's one adult, John Mulaney, and he got a bunch of kids, and they all have like the one song that they do.
Yeah.
And there's like a few skits and stuff. And there was like classic like transition cards, like, can you spot the difference between these two pictures? But they were all like satirical and something a kid could never do. One of them was, can you rearrange this list of New York mayors in the proper order? And it's like, no. But it was so good. If you or anyone listening to this podcast hasn't seen it and is interested in seeing it, I suggest not watching the trailer, because the last bit in the movie, there's a special guest, and it's the best part of the whole special.
Oh, okay.
And it's spoiled in the trailer if you watch it.
Wow. All right.
But it was, if you're watching it, you get like halfway through and you're like, how much is left? Oh, 40 minutes, and you're not really vibing with it. Just wait until the end, because the end is truly the best part.
Okay.
If you're watching it and you're like just chortling and you're just like, it was funny, I guess. Wait till the end, because I feel like the last bit will genuinely make you laugh. It was a lot of fun. I watched it twice. I don't know if I said that or not. But I love John Mulaney, probably my favorite stand-up. And rather than doing a stand-up routine this, cycle, he did this instead. And I hope he does it again. It was really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Trying to think if I've seen anything. I started to watch 1922 on Netflix, which is a
that a
Stephen King movie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't finish it. It was straight up about a farmer and his wife and his son, and the farmer wants to stay a farmer, but his wife owns the land, and she's like, I'm done doing this. And he turns the son against her, and the two of them kill her.
Oh.
And they throw her in a well. And they're like, well, people are going to get suspicious. We need to find a reason to fill this well that isn't suspicious. So they throw a cow down there, and the cow didn't die. You can hear it screaming, and he takes out a shotgun, and I was like, I'm done.
This is a Stephen King book?
This is a Stephen King book made movie.
That sounds like more up Edgar Allan Poe's alley.
Tell me about
alley.
it. That was gruesome. It was gruesome too. It didn't need to be
like
that
overly
graphic.
gory?
Yeah.
Stupid.
And there was this one scene the farmer dad is like, you know what? You're right. Let's sell it. Let's celebrate tonight. And she gets super drunk, and you know how they go on? They make their own silly phrases and stuff, like just that.
Oh, farmers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was just going on, and like the son had a girlfriend, and she was like, something to the effect of, if he doesn't know the color of her nipples in a year, he's yellow, or something like that. And I was like, wow,
Oh.
that's weird. That's a weird sentence you made for your son.
That's almost like one of those things where it's like, it makes me concerned, but I don't know who about.
Yeah.
Like, should I be concerned about Stephen King?
Yeah.
Or,
right.
like, is that the screenwriter's,
Right.
like, fault?
It was just like, it was weird because I knew exactly what she meant. I was like, well, yeah, he's obviously timid if he doesn't get that far. But like, why'd you word it like that?
Right, yeah.
You didn't have to word it like that.
And I'm assuming the movie takes place in 1922.
No, actually, that's the funny part. It's 1958.
Oh.
Yeah, it takes place in 1922.
Well, that's good. At least they got something right.
Yeah, I was watching it with my parents too. We just stopped watching.
Oh.
It. Sorry.
That
It wasn't weird. It wasn't awkward.
No,
but
I
it
know.
was
I
just
I wish that more movies had like a like the rating isn't for like the rating is to be like, this is not for kids, but I wish the rating was more like, I wish there was a separate rating for like, there's fucking in this. Don't watch it next to your parents.
Well, it's funny. We were watching it, and my mom jokingly, just because the content of the movie was like, "Is this why you guys wanted to watch this?" Because like they killed him off being joking.
Yeah.
Then I looked at her deadpanned, and I said, "You chose to watch this." And then I just kept. I was just like, haha, funny. You're the one who picked this, just because I was not enjoying it so much. I like deadpan looked at her
Yeah.
like, I didn't pick this movie.
there's that, right? There's the I didn't pick this movie.
Yeah.
And then there's a further layer of like, there's just no time for jokes.
Yeah.
Before we do Super Smush Brothers, we got to talk about the Morbius trailer.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to.
Okay, so it's fucked.
Oh,
it's
really?
the most confusing trailer for anything I've ever seen. So, you know how there's Marvel and there's Sony,
Yeah.
and then there's Marvel Sony.
Right.
Marvel makes Avengers, Sony makes Venom, and Marvel Sony makes Spider-Man Homecoming and
Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home. This is a Sony movie, okay?
Okay.
It's another, I don't know why they think they can keep doing this and it be interesting, but it's another standalone, the main character is a Spider-Man villain type
Okay.
deal. It's Jared Leto playing Morbius the Living Vampire, I think is what the supervillain's called. And basically it's going to be an origin story, like all great superhero movies. Jared Leto, of course, being the person who ruined the Joker in the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So we got him again.
Awesome.
Big thumbs up. So it's a Sony movie, but the bad guy from Spider-Man: Homecoming was in the trailer.
I saw that. I saw somebody talking about that.
So it
Michael Keaton's in this movie,
right
right?
playing
Yeah.
Adrian Toomes
Yeah.
or Coombs or whatever, and it's like, so it is in the MCU. I'm thinking that maybe in the new Sony Marvel deal they were like, okay, but Sony movies are gonna be in the MCU. Wink, wink.
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with that too, but like that's no one's saying that. They
Yeah.
were just like, look, we got him in the trailer. He's in the
Yeah.
trailer. Also, something weird. I'm sure you heard about this. There's a part in the trailer where he goes by some graffiti, and the graffiti is a screenshot from the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Oh.
But the outfit that Spider-Man PS4 is wearing is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man outfit, like from the original, the Tobey Maguire
yeah.
movies. That's
weird.
like 4 Spider-Man universes that
Is-
they're referencing, and I don't know whose
making the decisions.
I don't know whose choice it was to put him in that costume for that. Like they obviously wanted to reference the game in a cheeky way
Right.
and do it right there in the trailer in front of God and everyone. I don't know why they chose like just because they could probably. Like someone at Activision was like, you could pick whatever skin you want, and they were like, yeah, I know which one I'll pick.
Right. But then it just makes a confusing situation more
Yeah.
confusing.
Also, the movie looks bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The movie looks bad. Also,
Okay.
so there's that.
I want Venom in the MCU. Like I want that.
Did you see Venom?
No, I didn't see Venom, but if Venom if their new deal is, open highway, we
Right,
both
yeah.
get we're part of it now. I know their whole issue was Marvel doesn't have enough time for Sony, but get
Tom Hardy. What are you trying to? I thought you.
no,
meant-
not Tom Hardy. No, get somebody from Disney to make these Sony movies. Maybe they'll be half decent.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a top name, but get somebody who's in the know.
No.
Over
it's-
there.
It seems like the new deal is sort of open highway,
Yeah.
which is like weird. Like they already confirmed that Tom Holland's gonna make an appearance in Venom 2. It's just confusing.
That
It's-
is, but like I'll see that because I love Tom Holland and I love his Spider-Man,
right. Yeah.
and I want to see Spider-Man face up against Venom. Who has the Green Goblin? Are we just not doing the Green Goblin or Doc Ock? Because
I think we're just not doing them because they've already been done.
Yeah,
Obviously, Sony owns Venom, and they're like, no, this is our thing. You can't do Venom. So
yeah,
Marvel is like, well, what's left?
right.
Hawk, no, Vulture and Mysterio, I guess, and they were fine.
Yeah,
But
they were done so long ago. Though I've seen entire series get redone in the time those movies came out in Tom Holland's
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
no, it seems like they're just simply not touching ones that have been done before. Because literally, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Hobgoblin, Venom, Hobgoblin again, Lizard, and whoever the villain was in. Oh, and Electro.
It's weird.
I think it's just the mentality of like, well, and Rhino. I think the mentality is just like we're running out of Spider-Man villains.
But you're not though. Just redo
No, they
'em.
could just redo Green Goblin. I agree.
Nobody's gonna be upset.
I'll be upset if it's Willem Dafoe again, but that's on like, an existential level of upset.
I personally would be kind of hyped. Here's the thing. Even if it was they got the same guy as Doc Ock or they got Willem Dafoe to play Green Goblin, it would be cool for a couple of reasons. For one, I thought he did a great job as Green Goblin. I know you have your own thing. I know he's your personal nightmare. But
He's just hard to look at.
beyond that, that would mean like just Spider-Man actors get to come back in the MCU.
Right. Well,
Which
I mean,
would be cool.
they already did that.
That's what I'm saying. Is if they brought more in, it's like, oh, we're making a thing out of this.
Yeah.
Huh? Like old Spider-Man characters get to come back in the MCU, but like that's it.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I wouldn't. I've talked about this before too, and I know people will disagree with me, but I wouldn't mind a live action Spider-Verse style movie where it's all three of them, where it's Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
All the people who have played Peter Parker.
No, that'd be
I
cool.
wouldn't mind that, but I feel like a lot of people hated Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire I don't think has been in a movie since Spider-Man 3. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure. But, you know.
Actually,
You know.
he was. I saw a pretty decent movie. This isn't cinematic relief.
Nah.
Let's stop.
Okay.
Let's stop.
Here's I wanted to mention something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the intro, right? Sure. Welcome to Super Smush Brothers.
Oh yeah.
The part of the crowd of Sith witches will be played by Chris. What do y'all know about Ivysaur versus Princess Peach? Two soft ladies.
Soft ladies.
I've always called Ivysaur a lady, but then you go in game and Ivysaur's like, but,
Yeah.
you know, who knows? You never know.
Princess Peach versus Ivysaur. So, I guess here's the big question. Ivysaur has the vine whips.
Mm-hmm.
Can Ivysaur break Princess Peach's neck before Princess Peach breaks however hard Ivysaur's skull is?
I don't think Ivysaur has going based off the anime rules, I don't think Ivysaur has a move in Smash Brothers that could break a neck
Okay.
or squish a head from afar. Maybe Vine Whip wrap it around. Actually, maybe Vine Whip wrap it around enough the head and then
Right.
maybe
Well,
that.
no, I mean if
Ivysaur definitely has the range.
Well, I'm just saying if Ivysaur breaks Peach's neck, Peach is dead, then Ivysaur can do whatever it takes.
Right. And to
And-
go off of that, Princess Peach has no ranged attacks other than Turnip.
Right.
And Turnip, as we know, does I think 0.2 damage, I think. So
I think
Ivysaur-
I think Ivysaur. I'm trying to think of something that could save Peach, but I think she's dead.
All right. So, we have Richter Belmont versus Chrom from Fire Emblem. Richter Belmont. Nope. Richter Belmont is, Simon Belmont again.
Yeah.
Or Simon Belmont is Richter Belmont again. Chrom is Sword Boy Chosen One from Fire Emblem. Feel like we've probably had a matchup similar to this before. And I feel like it's going to come down to range again. Richter, you've played Richter.
Yep.
All his shit is ranged.
Yeah.
And Chrom is,
He also
Sort
can
of
throw
the-
an axe,
yeah.
which would just break a skull.
Chrom is sort of in terms of range only. Chrom is sort of the worst Fire Emblem character in terms of range. He's very close quarters. Even more so than Ike, who he is an Echo Fighter of. No, he's an Echo Fighter of Roy. Sorry, I always do that.
I'm picturing the Simon whips at him.
Other one, Richter.
Oh, Richter. Sorry, Richter whips at him.
Mm.
He blocks with his sword. While he's doing that, he just throws an axe. And those are so slow, but I feel like if he did that combo a few times, he'd get him.
Yeah.
All he needs is one hit.
Sorry, Chrom, you weren't fast enough. This one's interesting. It's another. This character has multiple forms, so I flipped a coin.
Oh, okay.
So it's the Luminary, who's the Dragon Quest 11 protagonist. So the one from the reveal trailer with the purple outfit and the brown hair. That dude versus Ridley, the space dragon from Metroid. So here's the thing.
yeah.
I too want to jump right to, well, Ridley is a giant dragon, but the Luminary has a bunch of magic. He has more magic, more moves than any Smash Brothers character ever.
Then this one might be in your hands, just because all I'm thinking of is it's a xenomorph versus a not xenomorph.
Yeah, I mean, Ridley's definitely got the speed, right? And the one thing that the Luminary doesn't have going for him is that all his spells are random, at least in Smash Brothers rules. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there is a spell or two that could probably instantly win the fight for the Luminary, like freeze Ridley solid,
Yeah.
or
Well, here's the thing.
turning
That's not smashing skulls though. That could,
No, that would definitely give him an advantage, though.
Yeah. But here's the thing. The only way, I mean, yeah. He'd have to break through ice and skull.
No, I think Ridley goes for it.
Yeah.
And, let's say the Luminary blocks it once with some sort of magic thing. And then Ridley just does the thing that he loves to do where he takes Samus, fucking drags her across the thing. I think Ridley wins because he's a giant dragon.
All right. I mean, magic is decent, but I don't know. Giant dragon.
All right. Meta Knight versus Ice Climbers. So we have to stop and have a talk about what it means to beat Ice Climbers.
Haven't we had this talk?
Not on mic.
Oh, okay.
So I think we are in agreement that there's a male and a female Ice Climber. When you're playing Smash Brothers, you're technically controlling the male, and if the male dies, the female just blips away. So I think we go off those rules.
Same
You just have
rules.
to get one of them.
Yeah.
But they're obviously more powerful when there's two of them.
Right.
So it's them versus Meta Knight, who is the evil Cape Kirby
Yes.
with the mask. Which poses an issue because now we have basically Kirby, which is, a big head, basically, with feet. But we have sword. We don't have the sucking power, obviously. And we have a metal mask.
Right.
So
Very difficult.
do ice powers and two wooden hammers beat metal mask?
I don't
and
think
sword,
so.
because I don't think so either.
No.
All right. And then I lost count once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we have. Oh, here she come. Here he come. Here he come. We got female Robin from Fire Emblem versus the Kirby.
Kirby win.
Well, Chris, wait a minute. Well, why does Kirby win?
Because I'll explain that to you, Anthony.
Thank you.
He
Do
has-
enlighten me.
He has a vacuum aspect with his mouth, right? He can suck things in.
Yes, yes.
But beyond that mouth, inside of his stomach, is a vacuum dimension, Anthony.
Oh,
And something
shit.
you and I have decided before before the demo round of this game
Yeah.
was that
I was-
pocket dimension equivalent to Head Crush. Therefore,
Yeah.
Kirby sucks up whoever you said. And they get
Robin from Fire
well, they're
Emblem
dead
Awakening.
now. They're in a pocket dimension inside Kirby's stomach and will never be let free. So they are disqualified.
God, do you think everything he sucks up is alive in that pocket dimension?
It's a different dimension. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, that's like the fucking Phantom Zone.
I think it's like what's the hole in the ground in Star Wars?
the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, it's like the Sarlacc pit.
No,
you just
but-
slowly, you will die of natural causes eventually, but you were just stuck there, and there is no way out.
Isn't that a creature? You don't get like digested.
In
the
that
Sarlacc
case,
pit?
you would get digested.
Oh,
but
you're talking about Kirby.
digestion, I'm pretty sure takes 1,000 years in the Sarlacc pit.
Oh, okay.
So with Kirby, you would just die,
Right.
And-
or
and
live forever.
or live forever. And with the Sarlacc pit, you'll probably be dead before you can completely digested.
So, okay, let's
We will come into issues with Kirby.
That's the thing. Let's move on to the last one for this round, and then we'll circle back to Kirby for a second. So, lastly, we have Duck Hunt Trio, or whatever you want to call them, versus Ness from Earthbound, who
Okay.
you know a lot more about now.
Yes.
So,
a dog and a duck versus Ness
and the guns. You got to remember that.
and the guns.
So, a person with a NES zapper, a
Funny
dog,
enough,
and a duck.
They're probably the same style enemies Ness fights in all the Earthbound
Oh my God!
games.
Yeah, actually.
So I'm gonna say he has enough practice with this nonsense that
Well,
he
plus
knows what
he's
he's
got
doing.
They've
Magic.
Magic, yes. Oh, I was gonna say they both got. I'm always thinking. My mind's always thinking about range. Who can
Yeah.
get to the other one's head first? and I'm thinking Ness.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry that was a short debate, Duck Hunt, but do better.
Duck
Alright,
Hunt
so-
literally could be an enemy in Earthbound.
No, yeah, it would. No, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing. You haven't played the sequel Mother 3 yet, but they get pretty wonky.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm saying is, yes, you're right. It could very much be a. So let's talk about Kirby. Let's have a short, long
Sure.
discussion about Kirby. Kirby's probably gonna win,
Kirby might win.
but like,
Kirby won't win every time.
no. I'll tell you one thing. He won the demo round,
He did win the demo round.
but
um,
we do have new players.
We have new players, and we're taking more seriously into consideration psychic players and players that can
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah,
With Kirby, it's going to become a speed game.
yeah,
More than range, it's going to become speed.
yeah.
Another thought we've been having. I don't know if we're ready to talk about this on air. If we're not, we're
Yeah,
gonna cut
sure,
here.
Go for it.
This might become a series, and we might move past Smash Brothers after
Yeah.
this round. We'll eventually come back around to Smash
I
Brothers.
think we do this right,
Yeah.
and then we turn it into its own thing, and we do something else. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right now. And then I say we come back to Smash Brothers once all the DLC is out.
Sure.
However long that takes, I think once we have all the players
No,
for
that sounds
Super
good to
Smash
me.
Brothers,
We circle back
we-
to
yeah,
Yeah.
Tracer,
like that.
Crash Bandicoot, James Bond, John McClane.
John McClane,
Um,
the Terminator.
the Terminator, and he has a governor skin. So that was Super Smash Brothers. and I think that's a podcast. Once again, sorry for no video essay. There was a Thunder family emergency that'll definitely be out this Sunday. New Bopper Flop remake episode. We had a lot of
Mhm.
fun doing it. We recorded it like the day before this emergency.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to a your regularly scheduled Thunder and Lightning content starting probably already. But is there anything else you wanted to talk about real quick before we send it off? All right. I've been Thunder,
I'm Lightning.
and we'll see you next time.
The most amazing